What's up, guys and dolls? Welcome to the good, the bad and the stupid. It's Monday the 15th of June. Hope you're well, had a fantastic weekend. Some of you have, some of you have been enjoying the new support bubble rules, which is code word for allowed to shag the neighbour, or at least to go and see your girlfriend or boyfriend and stay over the night. Sparks have been flying all over the country. The amount of explosions I've seen in the sky, you could have been mistaken for fireworks night, but none of it was coming from my house, unfortunately. All the houses of people who've been stuck together for the past 3 months anyway. That spark has well and truly gone out. So some have had a new lease of life, and some of you are ready for a new chapter in life. And the divorce lawyer, his phone is off the hook. But anyway, if you are pissed off with each other, or you need a bit of time to yourself, get out to the shops, because the queues around the block, you ain't going to be getting home anytime quickly. The queue for Primark was fucking right around the town. It was like a snake. Everybody can go in there and spend, and it doesn't cost a lot, does it? Apart from the people who, the rich people are doing that in Selfridges. They spend that kind of money, come out with like 20 bags on each hand and fucking wrapped around their necks and everything as well. And the cheapest thing in there is about 600 quid. Some people are going to be blowing thousands and thousands of pounds today, and it ain't going to be me, because I've not gone. Because I can wait a few days. I can't be bothered with the queues. I've had a fucking nightmare queuing at the post office. That's enough to fucking put me off for a good few weeks. I sent a parcel the other day. I queued for an hour at the post office. And by the time I posted my parcel, and a few days later, it came back to me. They put the wrong label on and it come back to me. So it was returned to sender. So that postman's going to get a dirty look the next time I see him. Yeah, so I ain't going to be going out queuing at the shops anytime soon. If it can be bought online, I don't mind waiting a few more days. Anyway, what's been happening? There's been protests at the weekend, and the photo of the year has been taken of a guy carrying a far-right protester out of a far-right protest that clashed with the Black Lives Matter protests, and the guy was on his way to what? He was ready for a fucking trip to hospital. He was right in the middle of the melee, and some Black Lives Matter protesters or guys surrounded him and protected him, and one of them picked him up and carried him out of there on his shoulder. A guy called Patrick Hutchinson, and it's the photo taken of the year, or at least of the the situation. And he put a note on his social media saying that we saved a life today. It's not black versus white. It is everyone versus the racists, which is very poignant words. And he's a hero to a lot of people. And it'd be good to see, because he'd been interviewed on the TV and by the news and stuff. And it'd be good to see the guy that he picked up, who was there as part of a far right protest. I wonder what he's got to say about it. It'd be good to see him come out and have a change of view, a change of opinion. But let's just hope that he doesn't stay with the opinion of what a lot of them had already, which was just fuck knows. They wouldn't even know what their opinion is. They're there shouting and screaming, pissing up the statues that they apparently are there to protest, and spitting in people's picnics and that. They're not doing themselves any favours. I mean, if you were like a genuine... I don't know what I was going to say, genuine far-right supporter. Maybe, let's say a genuine far-right supporter, or somebody of that opinion, and you're an intellectual version of that opinion, perhaps. How can you surround yourself by people who are like fucking spitting on people, shouting out fucking burn, one guy said pour petrol over a fucking black guy when they sent a photo of him on a placard, and another people were spitting in fucking people's picnics who were sitting around and whatever, and pissed up chanting and whatever. You're not like in good company, are you? If you have a intellectual point to prove, you're certainly not going to get it fucking heard amongst all that. So anyway, a lot of people ended up in the cells, waking up with sore heads. And people, I imagine a lot of people were off to hospital as well. So let's hope it doesn't get into fucking race riots or race clashes and that. So the good thing is that, as the guy said, it's not a fucking black versus white. It's fucking racists versus fucking people with, with some fucking sensibility and community spirit and, multicultural fucking people who enjoy each other's company from different races and creeds and colours and whatever else, who enjoy each other's music and each other's food and whatever else, and everybody else can go and fucking piss on each other as they're fucking, passed out in the middle of the fucking Trafalgar Square because they've drank too much. Not even because they've been fucking knocked out, just because they've drank themselves into an oblivion and pissed themselves. Anyway, let's move on to what's it called? There's somebody who bought. let's get off the righteous talk and get on to the woman who fucking hatched some eggs from Waitrose. She bought some eggs from Waitrose, and then she. I don't know if she. Well, she obviously just put them in an incubator or something, because they hatched. And what did they? Ducks. She got 3 ducks. I hope she bought duck eggs and then they ended up as ducks, not chicken eggs and they ended up as ducks, because that means everybody's being fucking sold false advertising for starters. But that's crazy. I never thought that, because I thought the eggs that were put on the shelves were deemed, no longer a living embryo or whatever the fuck it is, but clearly not. So if you want any chickens, you want some cheap chickens, rather than buying them from the pet shop, go and buy yourself 6 eggs from the fucking supermarket and put them in an incubator, because you probably have 6. That's fucking vile, that is. That's really, I don't eat eggs anymore, but that's turned me off for fucking good all the more. So, that's good. She's got 3 little ducklings that call her mummy, or quack to, they probably follow her everywhere she goes. That'd be quite funny, actually. I might have to give it a go. I haven't got an incubator. I haven't got an incubator. I ain't going to sit on the eggs. I'll be like sitting there on the eggs whilst I'm doing the podcast, like a broody mother. Don't think it's going to come to that. But yeah. So there you go. That's an experiment that everybody should try, and that might even fucking give people the idea to avoid it in the future. Frustrated women are forking out £1,000 a time for lessons on having an orgasm. Come on, ladies. Just get my phone number off somebody, and I'll charge you £1,000, and I won't. I'll really be just passing on information off some sex guru, really, and passing it off as my own, because I'm fucking out of touch with all that stuff after the lockdown. I don't know where I am with giving people fucking sexual satisfaction. Anyway, let's move on to the paying a sex guru called Veronica Trifauzu. Never heard of her, and you have now. She did not have one until 2 years ago, and then had 4 in a row. She said she has journeyed so far in her quest for sex self-fulfillment that she can now lift up to 1.5 kilograms in weights from her lady parts. Well, I don't see what the connection is between lifting fucking weights with your vagina and having an orgasm. I think that's the fucking opposite effect. That's fucking pulling in the opposite direction, literally. So I don't think I'll be advising you of those. So my advice is going to be a little bit safer and a little bit more. I'll tell you what, I'll do it for £995. I'll give you £5 off, and I won't be telling you to fucking swing dumbbells off it. Let's put it that way. But yeah, I mean, that's ridiculous. Some people have got more money in the sense. We all got to try and tap into that what's it called? River of money that is like clueless. People are £1,000. That's, I mean, I talked about earlier about people blowing 40 or 50 grand in fucking Selfridges on a whim. Those are idiots, and these people are idiots paying £1,000 on lessons to have an orgasm. I'm sorry, but you can find that out anywhere. You can go and pick up a bloke in the foot. Well, obviously, some of these blokes ain't living up to the fucking aren't living up to the promise, are they? But I'm pretty certain you can probably get yourself fucking a good 50 orgasms out of £1,000 elsewhere. So anyway, message me in the comments. I'm only joking. I'm not for sale. I'm not. I'd cost a lot more than £1,000. I'm not cheap. Anyway, billionaire. I'm going to get over this one. I've got to digging myself a hole. Billionaire Elon Musk says he's a year away from creating his own $6 million man. They're putting he's creating brain chips, and I'm not talking about from the chip shop brain chips. I'm talking about the the brain chips from the chip shop, that's some of these far right activists that have been out fucking pissing on the memorials and whatever. They've got fucking chips for brains from the chip shop, not these kind of brain chips. These are going in for paralysed people to help them walk again. That's fucking brilliant. I mean, obviously, we've got to do something about people's broken backs or whatever if it's fucking from a different type of injury. But that's fucking ace, because that's the worst. I mean, apart from dying, that's got to be the fucking next worst thing, isn't it? Like, to be paralysed from the neck down or from wherever. That's just like, you know, horrible for anybody, and a very challenging situation. So it's good that he's doing it. I mean, he's fucking hitting all the right notes, isn't he, Elon Musk? He's fucking targeting all the, you know, the buzz industries, travelling into space. That's amazing. Get people up out of fucking their wheelchairs. That's fucking, you know, that's amazing if you can do that. And what's the other stuff he's getting involved in? Cars, the most fucking funkiest looking car, that thing that looks like a space machine, like a moon buggy. That's fucking the bollocks. Electric cars. He's involved in all the good stuff. So I tell you what, if he gets into fucking sex toys, that's where you're going to get some fucking orgasms. I tell you that. You don't have to pay that sex guru another penny. If he fucking invents something in the sex, what's it called? Sexual health. What's the word? Sexual health fucking business. I can't think of the word. It ain't going to come. If he invents a sex toy, it's going to be the best thing you've ever fucking used, I imagine. Because he's creating some funky... Well, it'll look funky anyway. It'll look like it should be passed around the alien. It's probably come down from an alien civilization. That's it. That's the word I'm trying to get. And he'll take you to town. You'll feel like you're off to space on a couple of orbits around the Earth, and then you'll come back down. And you'll say to your husband, "Sorry, love, I'm fucking done. I'm sorted for the next few weeks. You've lockdown has, like, you know, killed us a little bit. So I picked up something from the Musk, the Elon Musk. What's he called? SpaceX. Anyway, I've lost my train of thought now. That's fucking got me excited now. Anyway, let's move on to seagulls can't be shot. The what's it called? Angry farmers are in a flap because countryside chiefs are banning them from shooting pesky seagulls. That's good that we're doing that, because I mean, what are seagulls fucking damaging in the countryside? They're all at the seaside, fucking nicking everybody's food out of their hands and nicking their ice creams and whatever else. There's nothing for a seagull to want in the countryside. They're proper domesticated now. They don't even want bird food. They don't want anything like that. They just want human food. That's why the big fat fucking flying dogs. I tell you what, I threw something the other day. I don't know what it was. I threw it to some seagulls, and like, fuck me, it was like a swarm came. Good job it was the only one I had left. Otherwise, I'd have been fucking. You know, I'd be sitting here now with like half of my face missing probably, because they'd have picked it all off. But yeah, apparently they're banning them from being able to cull them. And I saw, was it in Canada or in America? I saw something horrible the other day, and it was like saying they've made a law there that you are now allowed to shoot foxes in their foxholes, or foxes or wolves. You can shoot their babies in their fucking foxholes, their cubs and everything like that. Why would you pass a law like that? That's just like the worst. I mean, like, is everybody all getting excited about that? What? We can shoot fucking fox babies and wolf babies. That's fucking amazing. Can't wait to get out and fucking do that. Only the fucking biggest arsehole in the fucking planet would fucking want to get out and do something like that. And that is every single trophy hunter. That's something Elon Musk can invent. A fucking, or get involved in. Create a new law that allows people to shoot trophy hunters or to shoot hunters, so that there's like anybody that is like got, you know, excited or really into guns, that you don't necessarily have to kill the animals. You could kill the people that are wanting to kill the animals. That's the fucking best. That's who should be culled. I wouldn't even have a fucking. I said the other day, I wouldn't even. I don't think you'd feel the blindest bit of fucking guilt while shooting somebody who's pointing a gun at an elephant's head. That's fucking. That's got to be like 10 out of 10. You get like like when you hit that fairground ride and it makes the bell and you got the big mallet and it goes ding. The big bell sounds at the top. That's the noise you'd hear in your head when you popped him. You fucking take the big. What's it called? Take him home as a trophy. The way you take the big teddy home from the fairground. You could take that big fucking fat trophy, thick chip brain fucking trophy hunter. I'm not into people who fucking shooting at any kind of animal. It's they deserve to fucking shoot themselves in the head by accident or backfire. What's another thing you can do? Block the gun off, can't you? Block the gun so it blows off in their face, like it does on the cartoons. Like they do it like what's it called? Bugs Bunny and stuff like that. They stick something in the end, or put the finger in the end of the gun, don't they? Something like that, and then the gun explodes, backfires into Elmer Fudd's face. Elmer Fudd's had his gun took off him as well now. The Looney Tunes have took his gun. He usually hunts with his gun, don't he? And now they're giving him what they give him now? A sickle or something else that's not dangerous or not as dangerous. So I mean, it's a cartoon for fuck's sake. It's like it doesn't even ever kill anything for starters. So, but they want it because of gun crime and stuff like that. I get it for the reasons, which is good, but Elmer Fudd isn't encouraging people to fucking kill each other. It's not even killing. It's not even encouraging people to go and shoot fucking animals because he always fucks it up. And is a calamity. If anything, he should be the voice of like real trophy hunters that they fuck it up all the time, and that'd be good. If real trophy hunters' guns were backfiring in their face, then we can all have a good laugh at that and turn them into cartoons. Anyway, Boris Johnson's dad has said, oh no, I'm not going to do that one. I should have done that one earlier. Anyway, Paul O'Grady revealed that a horse once tried to have sex with him on the stage. I'm sure I've done that one before, but I thought it was such a funny statement that I'm going to do it again. If not, somebody else has also had a horse try and have sex with him on the stage. So horses are... I'll tell you what, one thing you definitely don't want is a horse trying to have sex with you, because... I mean, fucking sex toys aside, I think that's fucking something that's going to cause. I mean, some people do apparently in some of those old videos. Apparently, I'm going to say because I've not seen it, but some people do that for actual fucking fun and games or for videos and stuff. So I would like to think that would likely kill you, or definitely. It's going to put a lot of your organs in the wrong place. Let's put it that way. But yeah, so good job. He survived. He lived to tell that tale, and he didn't actually come and have sex with him. But I've seen a horse when a policeman came to our school once. The policeman came to show off the horse and to tell us all about I don't know, police work, and he was showing off the horse, and we could all touch the horse and that. And while we were there, sat around cross-legged on the floor while he's giving us this like talk. The horse got a hard on, and the hard on was like, I don't know, it was like fucking, put it this way, it was taller than any of us, and everybody couldn't stop laughing, but the policeman didn't know what we were laughing at, and because it was obviously, he was on the horse, and this thing was underneath, and we were pissing ourselves laughing because of this humongous sex toy, if you want to call it that. That's something Elon Musk... If he brought something like that out, believe me, that would have it's a porn film of his own. That'd be like a cartoon, like a cartoon horse's dick, like what's it called, Jungle Burger, but for the countryside, Country Burger, we can call that one. Anyway, I've got to get off this fucking topic. It's what's the word? It's fucking upset my mind now. I can't stop thinking of like horses' dicks and fucking sex toys. It's all wrong. Screen went funny, unfortunately, or fortunately, because he's got me off the topic of police horses' cocks and onto the last one, which was a sleeping man that spent the night cuddled up beside a 4-foot python that had slithered into his bed. No call for sexual innuendos on this one either, but it was his neighbour's python that had escaped and crawled into his bed with him. That's got to be one of the worst things to fucking wake up to, a snake lying in bed with you. I can't think of anything worse. Well, I could. That is waking up inside the snake. Or, even one worse than that, is waking up with the snake inside you. I don't know, take your pick. Which one would you find would be the worst nightmare? But anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Hopefully you've enjoyed it, and I'm going to do another one tomorrow. See you later for now. Bye.